baleen whales do not have teeth. Instead, they have bristles at the top of their mouth made of the same keratin responsible for fingernails and hair, essentially catching their food, plankton, and the equivalent of their mustache, making them Leviathan 70s porn stars of the sea. Humpback whales are called as such because they refuse to be called hollowback whales. Blue whales are called that for their skin, which is a slight grayish-bluish color rather than because they are sad. Scientists believe that if the whales were actually depressed, they would tend to listen to more music like The Cure and The Smiths. Sperm whales are named for a substance that is found in their skulls called spermaceti. Unlike your mom, who was called a sperm whale because she was gross, but still caught a lot of dicks. A sperm whale is capable of producing sounds louder than 200 decibels. The sounds are so loud, it allows them to communicate literally across the ocean, but they can also be used to paralyze prey that is close enough to get blasted with those sound waves. The sound is only slightly louder than white people who argue that what they said wasn't actually racist. Dolphins are some of the only mammals that have sex for purposes other than strictly for procreation. Unfortunately, they have been known to sexually assault humans when in captivity. They have a great smile and very understanding eyes, but are not to be trusted. If you're ever at a bar, don't accept a drink from a dolphin or leave unattended drinks around them. The narwhal's horn is actually a tooth that sticks far out of its face. It can be used to assist in the whale's echolocation and can also be used to stun fish before the whale consumes them. In medieval times, the horn of the narwhal was once thought to be that of a mythical beast. However, much like any bisexual girl you know, they are also not unicorns. Beluga whales are incredibly intelligent. In this video, a woman has accidentally dropped her cell phone into the ocean. The beluga stops what it's doing, dives to the bottom of the ocean, and retrieves it for her, making it the first interspecies example of a simp. Sometimes I think whales are better than people. Sometimes. Humans have a limbic system that deals with emotions, and it's partly responsible for how we have such deep feelings for each other, and it's how we stay so bonded. These relationships help us achieve our greatest achievements by letting us work in groups. Orcas have an even bigger brain than humans, and an extra bit of brain anatomy near the limbic system that probably has something to do with thinking and emotion. When you combine that with the fact that, with their sonar, not only are they capable of sensing your position and size, but they can see inside a person. So you feel so bad that they were ever hunted. It seems like they're so superior. You feel bad until you realize that they're able to team up and strategize ways of murdering their prey. They will thrash seals apart to paralyze them before eating them. They will herd schools of fish and then eat them. They will find a mother humpback whale and distract her in order to separate her from her baby, so they can begin eating it while it's still alive. As a human, I appreciate that they're so curious about us in the wild. But if the circumstances were different, that thing would come up with a devious plan with its friends and eat you every single time, or worse. You go to sell an old car on Craigslist. You receive a reply. They would be happy to buy your 2008 Honda Accord, but they need to know if they could just write the check for just a little more than you need. Then one day you hear a knock on your front door. Next thing you know, you're out a car and $300. It was orcas. By the time you realized it, the orcas have already eaten the herring they bought with your money, and they're already on their way to another coastal town to run the same scam again. Hey guys, thanks for getting all the way to the end of this. If you liked, do me a favor, hit like and subscribe to the channel. I upload a new video every week, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. Thanks again for listening.